So the pronouns le, lo, and la. This is used for the pronouns for the topic of souvenirs and presents, particularly in listos too. Okay, so how do we translate ¿Para quién compras una gorra? We translate that as for whom are you buying a baseball cap? So our answer would be La compro para mi hermano. And how do you translate that? I'm buying it for my brother. So instead of repeating una gorra, which is feminine, we use the la at the beginning before the first verb. In this case, compro, I buy or I am buying. La compro para mi hermano. I'm buying it, la is it, para mi hermano. So this case it's feminine. Let's have a look at a masculine. ¿Para quién comprarías un llavero? For whom would you buy a keyring? Notice the change of tense here into the conditional. Lo compraría para mi padre. So in this case, I've got lo to replace keyring, which is un llavero, and we know it's masculine because it's got un, also it's got o on the end. So I would buy it for my dad. The lo again before the first verb that I would buy. So in each case, the lo and the la replaces the noun, which is in the question. If they were plural, so say this was key rings, we'd know it was masculine plural, so we'd use los at the beginning before the verb, or las if it was feminine before the verb. So if it was baseball caps, again, have las at the beginning. Okay, so these are called direct object pronouns, and if you want some more information, you can see my video on all of these pronouns in my YouTube channel. So a bit of practice. So, ¿para quién compras un bolígrafo? Can you work out what that means in English? For whom are you buying a pen? Okay, so what do we answer? We might answer, I'm buying it for mum. So you just pause it a minute, have a think. Bolígrafo, masculino, femenino. Bien. Okay, so we'd write lo compro para mi madre. Lo replacing bolígrafo because it's masculine. Bueno, siguiente. ¿Para quién comprarías una taza? En inglés, for whom would you buy a cup? Bueno, I would buy it for my grandmother. En español, taza es femenino. La compraría para mi abuela. La replaces una taza. This is feminine. Bien, siguiente. ¿Para quién compras unos caramelos? En inglés. So in English would be, for who are you buying sweets? I want to put in español, I am buying them for my granddad. Caramelos masculino y plural. Los compro para mi abuelo. Los para reemplazar, reemplazar caramelos. ¿Para quién comprarías unas gafas de sol? En inglés. Who would you buy sunglasses for? Yeah. I would buy them for my friend. En español, gafas femenino, plural. Las compraría para mi amiga. Las reemplaza las gafas. Bien. Okay, rewind back if you're not sure about this. We move on to le now and les. So how do you translate le compro una gorra? Les compro una caja de chocolates. So le compro una gorra, I'm buying a cap for him. So the for him or for her goes before the verb like the other pronoun did. Les compro una caja, so this is for him and for her. In English, les. Okay, in English, I'm buying for them, or I'm buying them, a box of chocolates. Now we might drop the for in English, but that's literally what they mean. for him, or for her, and for them. Now these are called indirect object pronouns. So again, to find out more, look in the grammar section online in Moodle or watch my video on my YouTube channel. So when do we use le and when do we use les? So, ¿qué compras para tu abuelo? In inglés, what are you buying for your grandfather? Le compro una gorra. In inglés, I'm buying a cap for him. ¿Qué compras para tus abuelos? In inglés, what are you buying for your grandparents? Les compro una caja de chocolate. In inglés, I'm buying them a box of chocolates. So, le for him and her, and les when it's plural. So a bit of practice. ¿Qué le compras? Now you might have your own cards for this, or you can do it online here. Para una persona trabajadora. In inglés. So what would you buy for a hard-working person? Le compro un libro. In inglés, I'd buy him or her a book. So have a go on your own for these ones then. Para una persona tranquila. Para una persona tonta. Para unas personas perezosas. Para unas personas deportistas. Para una persona sociable. Para unas personas antipáticas. Careful of the plurals. Have a go with your partner. Okay, we'll wind it back if you're still unsure. That's the end.